Hello Year 4 and welcome to your third geography lesson. So today we're going to be having a look at why is Italy a Mediterranean country? We're going to start with our knowing more and remembering more sticker. So question number 1. A capoluogo is the capital city of each province in Italy. Is that true or false? A capoluogo is the regional capital of each province in Italy. True or false? Question number 2. Which region is located in the centre of Italy? Is it Sardinia, Calabria, Tuscany, or Lombardy? Question 2. Which region is located in the centre of Italy? Question 3. Name a tourist location in Rome. Question 3. Name a tourist attraction, in Rome. So question 3 was name a tourist attraction in Rome. Question number 4. In which region is Milan located? Question number 4. In which region is Milan located? I'm going to give you a few moments to get those answers down before we move on to the answers. If you need some more time, feel free to pause this video. Okay, so on to the answers. Question number 1, a capoluogo is the regional capital of each province in Italy. That is true. Question number 2, which region is located in the centre of Italy? That is Tuscany. Question number 3, name a tourist attraction in Rome. You could have had the Spanish Steps, the Vatican City, the Colosseum, Forum, etc. So anything else that was found in Rome. Question number 4, in which region is Milan located? And Milan is located in Lombardy. So our lesson objectives. Our lesson objective number 1 is to know the Mediterranean countries border the Mediterranean Sea. So you know that Mediterranean countries border the Mediterranean Sea. Objective number 2 is to understand the average weather and climate of Italy. And number 3 is to be able to describe and explain how the climate is affected by physical factors. So our vocabulary today, words that we've already met, words that you should already know, is Mediterranean, border, peninsula, islands, region, and mountainous. And words that you will meet along the way today is climate, average, Mediterranean, and alpine. Okay, so Italy is a Mediterranean country. Have a look on this map here. See if you can spot any other Mediterranean countries and give you a few moments just to do that. See if you can spot any other Mediterranean countries. Okay, so some Mediterranean countries. We've got parts of France, parts of Portugal, Italy, we've already spoken about, and Spain down here. We've also got Greece, we've got Malta, and Cyprus are some of those countries that you may have spotted. So well done if you found those. So Italy is a Mediterranean country. The Mediterranean countries are those that surround the Mediterranean Sea. And we can see the Mediterranean Sea up here, and we can see some of these countries surrounding it. There were 20 sovereign countries in Southern Europe. The Levant and North Africa regions border the Mediterranean. So these border the Mediterranean, in addition to 2 island nations, which are completely located in it. And those are Malta and Cyprus. You can see Malta here and Cyprus. Okay, so we've got some different types of maps of Europe. I want you to have a think. What do you think that this map is showing us? What could this map be showing us? We can see the different colours. What might it be showing us? Have a little think. Okay, I'd like you to also have a look at what is the difference. Do you notice any difference between the north of this image and the south? What about the north and south of Italy? What is the difference between Italy and the UK? And what do you think are the causes of these differences? I'm going to give you a few moments just to make some notes and have a little look, see what you think, and then we're going to discuss these points. Okay. So we can see that this map is showing the average temperature of the places in Europe. The hotter places are in orange and red. So down here on the south of this image, we can see that the hotter countries are in orange and reds, while the blues and greens are up in the north, the cooler countries. The UK has a much lower average temperature than Italy? Okay, I want you to have a think about how you can tell this. And why do you think that might be? Why do we think that might be? I'm going to give you a few moments just to have a think about those questions before we go on to discuss them. Okay, so if we're looking at our map, we can see that the UK has a much lower average temperature than Italy because of the colours that it is. So we can see Italy is very orange and red, okay, whereas the UK has a lot of blue and green. So we can see that it must be a cooler temperature than Italy. One of the main reasons why this is on our globe, we have something called the equator, and the equator runs along the middle of the globe. And that is the line that the sun will be hitting as we are rotating around. And those countries that are closer to the equator are closer to the sun. So therefore, they get hotter temperatures and they'll have a warmer climate than countries that are more up north and are further away from that equator line. Southern Italy, we can see here, has a higher temperature, a higher average temperature than the north of Italy. We can see that the north, we've got these parts up here which are around 18, 19 to 20 degrees average, whereas down in southern Italy we've got temperatures as high as 26 degrees. Okay. So a Mediterranean climate. A climate describes the average weather of a place, such as the temperature, the rainfall, the snowfall, or the light intensity. Most of Italy has a Mediterranean climate. Now, a Mediterranean climate has long, hot, dry summers. So it's very hot, very dry. Their winters are quite wet and mild, so they're not too cold, but they're still quite wet. And the south of Italy, so southern Italy at the bottom, has very, very hot summers. We're going to have a look at the changing climate. I want you to have a think about the difference between these three areas in Italy. So we've got Milan, we've got Rome, and we've got Palermo. So we want to have a look at the change in climate. How might the temperature differ between these three cities and why? I'm going to give you a few moments just to have a think about that. If you need some more time, you can pause the video. Okay, so how will the temperature differ between the three cities and why? Okay, so I'm going to move on. If you need some more time, you can pause the video. Okay, I'm going to show you the average temperatures in winter for each of these places so we can see. Here we've got Milan, Rome and Palermo, and we can see the difference in those temperatures. What do you think if you notice anything? I'm going to get you to pause the video, have a look at these and see if you notice the difference between these temperatures. Okay, so we're having a look at these temperatures. We can see that Milan in December has an average temperature of 0, whereas Rome's a bit warmer with 3 degrees and Palermo is 10 degrees. So what do we notice? We notice that as we go further south, the average temperature seems to be increasing, and we can see that carry on. In January, we've got -2, 2 and 9. In February, we get 0 degrees, 3 and 9 degrees. So we can see that on average, Palermo, which is down south here in Sicily, has higher temperatures than our northern region in Milan. Now, we're going to look at an alpine climate. So the far north of Italy has what is known as an alpine climate, and this is a mountainous region. It's very cold, it's quite windy and snowy. We can see up in this picture there's snow there on the mountains, and no month has an average temperature greater than 10. So throughout the whole year, even in their summer, they don't get an average temperature higher than 10 degrees. And the mountains, you can see there, remain covered in snow. So your task is to look at why is Italy a Mediterranean country? So you've got some questions here. You've got 3 questions that you need to answer. Remember, when we're answering these questions, you need to use full sentences. So question 1, what is a Mediterranean climate? Okay, so you need to answer that. A Mediterranean climate is, and then you're going to discuss what a Mediterranean climate is. Now, we've had a look at that in this lesson. So if you need to go back in the video, you can have a look and remind yourself about what a Mediterranean climate is. Number 2, how is the temperature in the north of Italy different from the temperature in the south? Now, we've had a look. I'm going to take you back We can see here that southern Italy has a higher average temperature than the north of Italy, and we've got some examples here of those places. So you can use all of that information to help you. There's some phrases in our phrase bank here: the far north, temperatures below 10 degrees, wet, mild winters, mountainous, hot, dry summers, cold, windy, and snowy. And you can use that phrase bank to help support your answer. Okay, so you would start your sentence with: the temperature in the north of Italy is different to the temperature in the south because, and then you need to explain using that information. The final point you need to cover is: what is an alpine climate? Which areas in Italy have this climate? So we've had a look at what is an alpine climate. It says the far north of Italy has an alpine climate. We've had a look at 3 different regions of Italy. So you can look at those different regions and see which one is going to have that alpine climate. And you can speak a little bit about what an alpine climate is using the information that you've had, again, using those phrases from the phrase bank. If you do that and you would like a challenge, you can go down here to your challenge, which says: how does this representation of Italian terrain explain the different climates in the country? So you're going to have a look at this image and see what you notice. Okay, so we've got a word bank here for you to look at. And for your challenge, you can describe this image, describe how it is showing Italy, what you can see, and how that supports what you know about Italy. Okay, so that's the end of this video. You can go back and have a look at that information again if you need to. You can pause the video where you need to get that information. I'm going to leave you with these questions that need to be covered for you to answer this overall inquiry question, which is: why is Italy a Mediterranean country? Okay, I hope you enjoyed your 3rd geography lesson, year 4. I look forward to seeing the work that you produce. Well done.